What's going on? Welcome back to Fanatic Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about the most heavily shorted EV stocks in the market as of right now. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure you hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, in comparison to last week, there has been some changes. So Lucid has actually been dethroned, as crazy as that sounds. So again, I'm going based on short interest, percentage, and everything else you need to know. So getting right to it, stock number 5 is Workhorse. WKHS on Tuesday, which is at the time of me doing this video, it did go down 9.35%. After hours, it is up 5.69%. In 2024, down 58%. And so far, over this last 1 year, down 83.06%. But 19.79% of the free float is being shorted, so relatively high. 61.03 million shares overall are being shorted. On Tuesday, shorts did increase 170,000 shares. Utilization is 90.7, and then short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is 82.78. And then cost to borrow is 13.41. Just to get rid of a lot of this crap, you can kind of see that shorts have started to get back in somewhat, but generally it's not at all-time high short interest numbers. It looks like way back in the day, like it was a lot higher, like 30+%. So even though this is stock number 5, it has had worse times. Moving on to stock number 4, Rivian. So this has actually pulled down one spot. I believe it was number 3 last week, but Rivian, ticker is RIVN, on Tuesday went down 5.12%. Over this last 1 year, it is down 29.57, and in 2024 definitely has not been good. It is down 62.02%. But 20.19% of the free float is being shorted. 143.03 million shares overall are being shorted. Tuesday shorts increased to 1.42 million, and utilization is 76.3. Cost to borrow average is 1%. You do see cost to borrow minimum very low, so it is 0.02. Keep in mind, last time I did this video, cost to borrow minimum for Rivian was negative, meaning that there was a broker out there physically paying people to short Rivian. So something to keep in mind. And versus, I guess, Workhorse, you do see this right here at all-time high numbers. So shorts are really getting into Rivian, and there's a lot of different factors, so I can go into depth on every single finite problem with these companies, but I'm here just to list the top 5 stocks based on, again, the short interest percentage. You guys do your own due diligence on why it is fundamentally going down. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Moving on to stock number 3, GOEV. So Canoo, it did go up surprisingly 2.13% on Tuesday. Over this last 1 year, down 83.7, and in 2024 down 51.32%. So a very volatile stock, but I think for those of you that have invested in the EV sector, you kind of know that already. But right here, 25.13% of the free float is being shorted. 647,000 shares were increased on Tuesday, bringing the grand total to 15.07 million shares, and that works out to be about $41 million essentially. Utilization is 100%, and short score is 83.59. Cost to borrow average is very high, so 417.54%. It's not at all-time highs, but it is damn well pretty close to that, as you can kind of see. And if you ever have any questions about the short interest, any of the metrics that you need to know, let me know in the comments. I can easily break that down for you. On a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information, such as presser releases, SEC filings, recent transcripts from fireside chats, earnings, and if a company's ever done a recent reverse stock split, such as Canoo doing a 1 for 23 on March the 28th, then take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. Highly recommend taking advantage of that. Link in the description below and also the comments. Moving on to stock number 2. The king has been dethroned. So since I started to do this, I guess, list, Lucid has been number 1, and now they are number 2. So on Tuesday, it did go up 2%. Over this last 1 year, it is down 65.16, and so far in 2024, down 39.43. So it's not fared the best, but 30.72% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 272 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 100%. Short score is 96.06. So that definitely is among the top 5 based on the short score as well. Cost to borrow average is very high, so 110.14%. And through Interactive Broker, short availability does indicate 0 shares is available to be shorted. So things could get very interesting. Lucid does have their earnings coming up right around the corner, as does Rivian. Those ones I know firsthand. As far as Canoo, just looking quickly at their earnings, doesn't have an announcement date. And then Workhorse right here, it shows the 10th pre-market. So again, that's going to be right after Rivian. So in case you do not know, Rivian is going to be on the 7th after hours. And I believe, if I remember, Lucid is going to be on the 6th after hours. So yes. So aside from all of that fun stuff, moving on to stock number 1. And I kind of was debating not to have this one on this list, only because, as I said when I started this list like a month ago, that I didn't want to have any OTC companies. This is only strictly for NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. And so I kind of do cover this company under one of my channels, which is Trending Stocks, and that is Faraday Future. So on Tuesday, it did go up 5.5%. And the reason why I've been hesitating to really add this to today's list is because this week they might be kicked off the NASDAQ, so it might be down to OTC. So I guess for right now, for all formal purposes, it is on the NASDAQ, but again, it could very much change within this week, or if not, early next week, if you do see a Form 25. But over this last 1 year, down 99.88%. That is insane. Very insane, crazy stuff. And so far, just this year, it is down 93.63. I just wanted to bring this aspect up because I find this completely mind-baffling. But they did a 1 for 80 and a 1 for 3 reverse stock splits kind of in August the 28th and March the 1st. And despite that, though, it has just not really helped the stock price or rectify anything. And yeah, so I think this stock is definitely destined for OTC. But beside the point, it is stock number 1 because it has 63.31% of the free float being shorted. 24.13 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 99.05%. Cost to borrow average is 15.6. And you can kind of see right here, shorts did increase around 4 million shares, so 3.9 million. So kind of interesting. It also does indicate 0 shares is available for through Interactive Brokers for shorting purposes. So a lot of these stocks are kind of overextended by shorts. So if there's a good piece of news to come out, then you never know, something could happen, or maybe not. Obviously, looking at a lot of the operational and just stock performance of them, they've all been somewhat very sketchy. But regardless, let me know your thoughts if you do invest in any of these companies or potentially any other one of these. So this is all the list based on market cap. And so typically in preparation for this video, I go top down. So I even test or even look at Tesla. I look at NIO, every single EV that is on this list. I check their short interest just to double check if they are, again, this list. And Fisker, it does have a high short interest, but once again, it's OTC, so it doesn't really fit that MO or criteria and whatever else. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What do you own? What do you sell? Like, what's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 7 fractional shares of the Mag 7. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.